Want to make some pretty easy embellishments to add to your junk journals that are super easy. You don't need a lot of supplies to make them, and they use up scraps wisely. Okay, so let's jump on in. So basically, I made some handmade stationery sets that can be easily added to any junk journal. And here's an example. You can certainly add these via paperclip or just tuck them in to any page. And they close up nicely. And they're flat, relatively flat, or you can layer them on top of a junk journal for presentation purposes. So very easy, and I'm going to show you some different things that you might not think of to use to make these around your place. So here we go. All right, let's clear the decks. Okay, so this first one is basically using some copy paper, 20-pound weight, regular printer paper, copy paper, and I have some that I coffee dyed a while back, and there was a tear in it, and I just saved it on the side for something to use one day. So I've got 2 pages. Let's take 2 pages. It doesn't have to be coffee dyed. It can be regular white paper as well. And if you want to see what that looks like, you can do something like this with just plain white paper, which looks really pretty inside a decorated junk journal because the contrast pops. It just looks really nice against any page that has a little bit of color with it. So I'm going to take this page and whoop, I've got a tear in one of these. That's okay. I'm just going to cut that off. Doop. Okay, so we're going to use this one then. We're going to fold it in half. That's going to be our first page of this handmade stationery set that's going to go inside our junk journal. And a stationery set, I'm calling it that, but it's basically handmade writing paper or some version of it, as opposed to buying a set or a kit that already comes like that. Now this second page, instead of folding it in half, which you could totally do, and since I made one of these smaller than the others, this would actually layer really nicely right there. So you would have a layered design, but I'm going to actually tri-fold it. So make a little trifold. All right, and the easiest way to do it is line it up at the top, then go down here, and then line this one up at the top, and then go down here. And if the papers weren't cut evenly, you can always trim them at the bottom. And I'm going to layer that on there like that. And then just for security purposes, I'm going to take one of my many attached together paper clips, because that's the way my life goes. And I'm going to paper clip them together. Okay. Makes it nice and easy to work with. And one thing I love to work with is twine or raffia, and I think we'll grab some twine here, so we might even use both in this one. Okay, so here we go. And I'm just going to grab a bunch, maybe 3 feet, 4 feet, something like that. Nothing too major, but this is a fine twine. I just had it from something left around, but you can get this at any of the big box stores or Target or Hobby Lobby or online, Etsy, eBay, anywhere. A fabric store is going to have twine as well. Most office stores will have some version of twine because it's used in wrapping packages. Okay, so like that, we're going to do the gift present fold or tie. So we're going to do this. We're going to turn in the back so we have that. And if you're worried about everything's going to run around on you, you grab, because we don't have 17 hands, we have 2, most of us, and we are going to secure that little spot just for construction purposes right there, so we don't have to run around and chase too much. Then we're going to come around the front, and we're going to put this, and now if you really want to do it so it doesn't run around, put these underneath the bridge. I call these the wings that go underneath the bridge. Okay, very easy to do. Make sure that stays at the top. And let's just align these. And now we're just going to tie a regular knot. Okay, and we're going to do it snug, not tearing, but snug. Because we do want to pull it all together here. Okay. And you can either tie a bow. Maybe I'll tie a bow in this one, but you could certainly just tie a knot. A knot will lay flatter than a bow. However you want to do it, it's fine. Not too tight, or else you're going to have a bowing. And you can just align your papers so everybody rests nicely. There we go. And come along and just trim the excess off. And you've got, it's a doorbell already, and you don't need to do any more than that. And what you can do is you can glue something onto here, and that's what I did. I just took a piece of either baby's breath or lavender and dried, which I just have sitting here in my craft room anyway. So I was trying to see what's available around me, and I'm just going to glue that on there. Might it crush? Yes, it might crush, but I still think it's going to look pretty, and it might make it, so I'm going to give it a go. Now, if you don't want the crush factor, you could use a button or something like that instead. That would work just as well. So just the tiniest of that. Just going to tuck that in there. There, that's enough. All right, so there we go. And we don't really need to keep this one there anymore. You can remove that, or you can keep it there. It's fine. Same with this one. Okay, whoop, I already lost one of the baby's breath. Well, that's the way it goes with this stuff. I can glue that onto another spot, though, because it's a tiny little flower. So that's one done. Okay, so you can see the same example done with lavender. Very pretty. And this is the plain white paper, just staggered in its cut design, not tri-folded, but just a different way to present it as an option. Okay, so another thing you can do is you can take scrapbook paper and you can layer them any way you want. Here's two examples. This one is just staggered on the side, and this one is staggered on the top and the side, so you can see the different looks. And the way I made this little paper clip, it's pretty easy, is so you put your paper clip on, and then you get your little thingy, but you put your paper clip all the way on. You leave about a quarter of it hanging off. And then I'm just using Fabrifix glue, but you could use epoxy 6000, E6000 if you want. I think it's epoxy. I could be making that up. But anyway, just put a little bit of glue on there. It's not the world's strongest hold, but it'll do in a pinch. You know what I mean? And then you just lay said item on there. And this is a little wooden piece. You can pick these up in the craft store. Sometimes you find a little bag of them. And just let that dry. And then you've got this cute little thing that you can add to any junk journal. And it's a nice way to give somebody some extra papers to play with. So there you go. All right, so there's that. And then also what you can do is you can take different papers that are a little bit unique. Maybe you've got some hanging around, but you don't want to do the whole tie thing. You're just not all about that. You don't want to do that. You can put them together. You can just put a paper clip in the corner too, which is fun. But you could do a brad, and you could put a tiny hole in the papers with if you have one of these, it's really handy. You can also go through just with a pin or a needle, but this is a 1/16 paper punch, a little tiny punch. So that puts a little tiny hole in the papers, and then I just put the brad through that. And then these will, of course, fan out so the person can see what they have, and they can take them apart and use them as they see fit. But that's something else you can tuck in your junk journal. And then also the whole concept can continue with if you have cardstock, if you have pentafiles, I think they're called, but the old file fold dividing system. And then also good old manila envelopes. They're a little bit more, they're bigger in structure, and you can layer the different kinds together, or you can keep them all separate, totally up to you. I'm just gonna trim some of these up. Hadn't made this one yet, but maybe we'll make this one together. Okay. All right, I'm gonna make this outer one a little bit bigger. There. Okay. And then maybe there we go. We got that. And I could even take a white one here and make it a little bit smaller. Okay, something like that. So put it in place where I want it. Slide it in here. Align. Keep it in place. You can paper clip this too. I'm using my deftness as an aardvark to keep it together. Okay. I don't know how deft an aardvark is, but I'm sure I am close. I will give it a run for its money. Maybe I'll even put another one here, make a darker one. So if you hold it where you want it, and at this point I might bring in the paper clip just so everything stays put as I'm doing this. I'm not going to be cutting it here. We'll be cutting it here. So I want to secure this somewhere where I'm not going to interfere with my already pre-cuts. So line in a corner, bring it to the edge, and down. I'm going to do it a little more. Everybody, the same length. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we have that. And that's really cute, right? Okay, so now we have some cardstock. They could make, Pam, what are they going to make with these? They could make bookmarks. Hey, there's a lot they could make with this. Bookmarks, belly bands, journal cards, journal tucks, cover art, you name it. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Okay, I'm just having another idea too, but let me show you this first because I don't want to get off track. Just some gold string is always pretty. All right, so let's get my scissors. Okay. So hope you guys are having fun out there. Don't forget, I've got the big, beautiful botanical bonus still going on if you purchase a fundle. And you don't need a coupon. Purchase a fundle at regular price, which is already 100 plus pieces of antique and vintage, really cool papers and ephemera. You can also get an additional 20 plus piece of botanical, specifically related items added in June of 2026 to your bundle purchase automatically. So if you didn't get that yet, jump on in. Okay, if you put one of these underneath, just one, doesn't take a lot, just put one. And then you go ahead and you can tie this like a knot. Exactly like a knot. Not sort of like a knot, but exactly like a knot. Or you can tie it in a bow, whatever you would prefer. And should get kind of snug, but not too tight. And did I get it? No, I'm sorry, I made an error. You got to go under it with both, not just with one. So let me show you again. Okay, this is what we call the bridge. We want both these angel wings to go under the bridge. There's one angel wing under the bridge. Here's the other angel wing under the bridge. And come over here, and now we're going to tie our little secure knot of knots. Knots of Nottingham. Here we go. All right. There we go. And we have it. And if you want to do a bow at this point, you could totally do that. And why not? We're here. Let's do a bow. Okay. So this is fun and very easy. So if you have extra copy paper, if you have extra coffee dyed paper, if you have extra scrapbook paper, if you have extra cardstock or manila envelopes or folders and you don't know what to do with them, this is something fun and cute that you can do. And also, if you want to put something on there, if I can still find that little, yep, there it is. Maybe you want to put a little button on there. You just come over here very gingerly with your Fabrifix or whatever glue of choice you might like to use. Everybody has their own favorite glue. I know. And lightest little dollop. A bit bigger dollop than that. Okay. Whoop. Don't drop your glue. It can get away on you every once in a while. And let's put that right there. Now it looks like a little present that they come across. And you can also put like a rubber stamp up here, like something unique that looks cute. Or let's say if it's a dark piece on top, maybe you're going to come in and be bold with your one of these gel pens. This one's by Mitsubishi Pencil of Signo. They seem to make Uniball. They seem to make pretty good ones. So maybe I'm just going to do like a little flower up here. Get a little center. And there we go. There we go. Just something like that, something simple to give it a little bit of a design. And now you can take that and you can put that and tuck that into your junk journal. Okay, so maybe you could put that in here. I don't know if it's going to fit. It's not going to fit. But anyway, you could put it in here. You could put it in here. Paper clip it, tuck it under there. I don't know what I did in here. Oh, there's a little paper clip in here. You could attach it with a little paper clip. I do have one there already, which I could use, or I can just put this one on from the side. And there you go. Very easy add-on for any junk journal. It gives people supply. It gives them back space to write, to document, and to decorate all on their own as well. Okay, so there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. It was just 3 fun little easy ways to play with your papers. So let's take a quick peek at the things that we did here. And yeah, I think these are, okay, there we go. These are glued together now. Okay, so yes, these are fun ways to use up extra paper that you might have lying around that actually gives a great purpose to your papery items and fun things for your junk journals. So there you go, folks. Where is my little sunny bun of happiness? Come here, sunny bun of happiness. I'm right here in position, and I'm prepared because I know things are happening, and I'm going to be called to duty. Hello, this is Sunshine, Junior Cub Pup reporter, reporting for duty at the Paper Outpost. Okay, so Sally, are you all right over there? Marge, you fine? Good. All right. Okay, so we're all here and we're crafting, and that's the way it's going down today because it's a good thing. And crafting is good. It's like meditating, and it's like exercising in one place. You just kind of sit here and move your hands a bit, and voila, you got stuff like that in lickety-split time. It's really cool how this stuff happens. So you keep adding to your journals, add fun things, try new things. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Use up your scraps. Use what you got. Look around the house. Grab that junk mail. Grab your neighbor's stuff. Grab their junk mail. Okay, don't steal their junk mail, but ask them, can I have your junk mail? And you will get it in hordes. And then you're going to have to craft your way out of your hoard, because that's what we do. Okay, I've seen Mom do it so many times, over and over and over again. But it keeps her off the streets, and life is good. Okay, so everybody, happy crafting. Keep on crafting, and keep sitting and not just moving your hands. Okay. Well, maybe they should get up every once in a while. Just stretch their legs so they don't get a blood clot. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So there you go. If you don't know, I have a free monthly email newsletter. It comes out once a month. Sign up for that. The link is down below. And also, I found this because I cleaned up. You can go to that link directly. This will have all my links clickable. Sign up there. You get a free digital image plus some other freebies on there every month. My videos come out Wednesdays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern time. I have a podcast. Yes, I know, crazy, right? A junk journal podcast where you can't, it's an audio podcast, new information on Tuesdays. And then you'll see some video podcasts on Spotify, about 4 days of the rest of the week. And also I have an Etsy shop where you can find journals and bundles and kits and fundles. When they are available. So check that out, the Paper Outpost Etsy shop. I also have an Amazon shop and a merchandise shop. So if you see tools and supplies here and you're looking for them, I do my best to put links in there for you, as well as if you like the phrase create with reckless abandon, or everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise, you can get that on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, zipped hoodie, mug tote, or water bottle. And also, you can find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Come and join our Facebook group, the Paper Outpost Facebook group. We are doing monthly challenges. I just posted June's. Check it out. And I'll also love to see what you guys make from these video ideas. So please put your thoughts and your pictures down there. Love to see them. And thank you very much, the admins and mods, for keeping it a happy and healthy and safe space for everybody. And remember, most of all, fun thing, it can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.